Hey there everybody, it's Kelly with Kellyscards.ca and welcome to this week's episode of What's in My Stash. So today I'm going to talk about flowers, and I have another video on the storage flowers. For years I had my flowers either in boxes or pull-out drawers, and it was kind of a disaster. So I started putting my flowers in bags. So in this bag I have green and blue, and in this bag I have either pink or red and so forth. This one is kind of a mixture of browns, and I've got white and black and gray here, and then I've got a couple other ones. This one is another bag of orange and yellow. So as you can see, I've divided them up this way. This keeps the dust off them and they're not going to fall out all over the place. This is very easy to store. I've got them up on a shelf, and I have a couple more bags actually up there, but I thought I would just bring a few down to show you guys. It's very easy to open them up and to pull some flowers out. So flowers are really good for embellishing cards, and I thought I'd just pull out this card here that is kind of in the process of being made. And what I love about using flowers is it's a really nice embellishment. So I have this card, and I'm just going to zoom in here. This one here, and you could embellish it with a lot of different things, but sometimes if you want something simple, you can just take a big flower and use that as your embellishment. I like to use brads with the flowers. It gives it a little bit more definition, and it helps just define that center of the flower. You can add a lot more to the card, but really with the image and the flower, it takes up a lot of space on the card and it really makes it look nice. So there is that card. I also wanted to quickly talk about layering flowers. So I like having clusters of flowers on my cards. So perhaps I'll put one in the middle, and that one will be the bigger one. And then on each side of that big flower, I will have two smaller ones, usually the same color on the outside because it just makes it look better. And again, I will put brads in through the flowers. So maybe the middle one might have a white brad, where these might have this blue or green brad, and you can kind of just pull colors from the card. But this really helps embellish your cards. I just love flowers because you can either buy them or you can make them. So all these flowers that I have in these bags, these were all purchased, and I have bought all of these. But nowadays there's all kinds of dies, and I'll just bring the couple that I have here. These are some Spellbinders dies, and this one is called Daisy Patch. And again, there's all kinds of sizes here. You can cut out your cardstock, your pattern paper with this, and layer them up to make a 3D type flower. And there's lots of them on the market. This one here is a Posy Patch, and this is also by Spellbinders. And again, you get a variety of sizes of dies. And of course, there's also other flower dies, like this one here is from Simon Says Stamp, and this is Elegant Roses. And again, layering a couple of those up on top of each other, so literally die cutting 3 of these and then just gluing them up on top of each other gives you that dimension. And then, well, these aren't quite flowers, but this will kind of give you an idea as well. There's all kinds of dies with leaves and, you know, little ferns and that type of thing, and that really helps embellish in behind the flowers. So I thought I would just show you this. And the other thing I wanted to show you is, let's say that you want to buy a bunch of white flowers, which, as you could see in that bag, I have quite a few of them. And a lot of people do this. They'll buy white flowers and then they'll maybe buy a spray that will change the flowers a color. So I have this. These are these Dilutions ink spray. and really love this product. These are from Ranger. They come in a variety of colors. I'm just going to show 4 of them here. I have much more, but of course they've got blue, red, etc., yellow. And by spraying on the flowers, you can turn this white flower into the color you want. And that kind of reduces how many flowers you might need to buy. I obviously have a ton of flowers, but you could also just buy white ones and then buy the spray and spray them. Now, one thing about these Delusions ink sprays is this is a nice solid spray. There's other sprays on the market and some that are more like a shimmer mist or something like that, but it doesn't truly change the color as deep as these do. The other thing too is with white flowers, you can use your ink pads, add a little bit of water, and then rub it into the watered ink, and that will also change the colors. But this is a very, very thick and deep amount of ink that's in here. I'm just going to bring in one of my little non-stick work surfaces here just to kind of show you this. I'm going to pick out one of these white flowers, and I'm just going to spritz it here with one of these, and you can just see how great this color is. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shake, and then I'm just going to squirt like this, and then I usually take my finger and I just rub it in and flip it over and make sure all the areas are getting the color. And then once this dries, this will be fully colored in this new color. So again, this is a very good idea if you just want to buy white flowers and then use a spray such as this to get color onto your flowers. Again, this reduces how many flowers you're actually going to have. I love all my flowers. I tend to like to have them on my cards and projects. So for me, I like to have a great variety. But if you have a lot of white flowers and you want to look at something like these sprays, this is an excellent option. Just want to talk about this package of flowers. I actually got this package of flowers off of eBay. I really like to buy flowers off of eBay because a lot of the sellers will put them into color packages like this. So most of the work is done for you because you're going to get a dark flower, you're going to get the next darkest, and then right down to white. And you're going to get a variety of flowers in your packages that are already going to have the right tones that already all go together. And I love these flowers. They come packaged in a nice bag all together, so then you don't have to worry about storing it or separating it. I thought I'd just share that as a tip because you can buy the flowers off of eBay, and basically you can search what size you want, what color you want, and there's quite a variety of flowers to buy on eBay. So that will pretty much end this video on flowers. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, there are a lot of ways that you can use flowers on your projects, and there are other ways again to color them. And don't be afraid of punches and dies because you can make some really beautiful flowers. If you look up on Pinterest, there's a lot of examples of people basically taking dies or punches and layering flowers, and it is truly amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of What's in My Stash. You can check me out on my website at Kellyscards.ca. You can subscribe for more videos, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.